This is the Legacy Transmetal 2 Megatron, which is a really good figure. Like, I can't get it all the way in frame because it'd be annoying. Yeah, but it is pretty nice of a figure. Wait, let me try to get it in frame. It's probably the closest to in frame I'll be able to get. Detail, all the Legacy and for that matter, War for Cybertron Kingdom beast formers are meant to go for a more organic detail, but since this guy turns into a creature that doesn't exist, they were able to do a lot of detail. The dragon head and the dragon arm itself looks incredible, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go over accessories. And it only comes with one, which is a blast effect, and if I turn my light on, it does do some nice effects with the light, but we don't need the light. It's pretty bright out as is. Alright, so this accessory, the instructions say you can peg it into his hand, but I found the connection to be kind of loose based on the sculpt of his hand. So what really you should be doing is using the port is in the back of the dragon mouth and pegging it in there. That's true blast effect. But let's go over articulation. And that's my cat. Let's go over articulation because Sky is a leader class, so size and articulation are things. So, head is on a swivel. I think they could have fit a ball joint in there. And the dragon, this piece moves up to accommodate for a much larger swivel. The wings, these pieces move. You saw they flap. And just for the sake of this, so you hold it here. There are 5 segments. So you pull this piece up, and as you can see, it catches on that, which is a piece of the next segment. So the bar catches on all those segmented pieces. So it's better to see here. So catches there. Then it keeps catching itself on all the other segments to get the wings fully folded out. Now then, the arms. So, they both have soft ratchets at the base. This one you can hear a bit more. The humanoid arm goes out. There's a bicep rotation. Double bend at the elbow. No wrist swivel, but you get sword-wielding wrists. Then for this arm, it goes out, and there's a swivel here. Ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint. So that allows for a lot of movement. And then, of course, the mouth opens. You then get a proper ratcheted waist swivel. It's really nice. Soft ratchets at the legs, which kick forward, kick back, a hinge out. There's a thigh rotation. All maximum bend, way past 90 at the knee due to transformation. And the feet can pivot upwards. They're on kind of indented ratchets, and backwards, and pivot in both directions. So posability on this Transmetal Megatron is really good. You can get him really low down to the ground and stuff, but I know what we're all here for. The transformation of this dude, and it is quite interesting. I recommend leaving the wings splayed out because it just helps them get out of the way. So first thing you're going to want to do is that. You're just going to want to bring this entire assembly out. And I recommend taking the head and shifting it backwards now. And that'll get it out of the way. So then pull this piece out. Then take the dragon claws, pull them out and shift the dragon arms out of the chest. I think that's really cool how they'll store. Just straighten them out. Now take these gap filler panels. Those do not need to be there for transformation. Their sole purpose is as gap fillers. So rotate the arm. This tab will peg into that slot. So just snap that in. Bring this piece up. And another thing. There's a pin here which enables a joint which is not used for anything. It can't be used in robot mode as a butterfly joint. Cannot be used in dragon mode for anything. And it is not used in transformation. Not sure why that's there. So collapse the hand, and there is a big tab on the side of the arm that'll peg into a slot there. And then collapse the neck piece over. Rotate this entire assembly up. Bring these gap filler panels in. Rotate the dragon head. And bring this up, and it'll soft click into place. Then there are tabs on the inside of these which will go into slots here. So you're going to want to pull these out, then shift them in. Come on. Tail. Stupid tail. Then what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to split the lower waist. God dang it. This slot will go into a tab on the back of the waist. Shift this up, and the peg in a slot here, which will go into a port and a tab there. And there is a port and a slot that will go into a peg and a tab. Just get that all situated. Bring this piece up. There are two tabs here, which will peg into two slots here. So just snap that in. Collapse the legs. Shift that whole assembly forward and out. And boom. Dragon mode, which is absolutely incredible. There's not a lot of new detail, but the detail that is new is incredible. Articulation-wise, it's also amazing. The dragon head has the same level of articulation. The dragon arms have a lot of articulation, too. They go forward and back, in and out. There's a bicep rotation. Bend at the elbow. There's a wrist rotation. And the claws go in and out. Nothing at the waist, of course, but the legs, same amount of articulation. Except for an extra joint here, due to transformation. Then, so you get a swivel here, that's the head, and then I think that's a hinge joint. Then you get ball joint. That's a ball joint, right? Yeah. So you get ball joint. So there are a lot of ball joints on this guy, which is probably why they didn't do any in the head. So his articulation is amazing, and this is how I display him in dragon mode. You can take the blast effect and peg it into the mouth, and there you go. So that is my review on the Legacy Transmetal 2's Megatron. If you enjoyed the video, please like and consider subscribing. It actually does help. Well, I know everyone says that, but it truly does. Thank you. Bye.